Welcome to your daily dose of dividend. Today we're gonna take a look at TSM. It has a market cap of $459 billion and the stock price today is $88.68, and TSM operates in the semiconductors industry. Over the last 10 years, TSM has outperformed the S&P 500 by quite a lot, with its dividend reinvested. Here you can see the sales growth has been amazing. It's a big green check mark, 10.9%. The threshold is 4%. Next up, earnings growth, also amazing, 12.3%. Threshold 8%, so big green check mark here also. And the analysts expect further earnings growth, so also a big green check mark of 15.8%. The return on capital is actually really high, 22.1%. We are looking at over 12% here for a green check mark, so this is a check. And their debt to free cash flow is 2.87 years. So they have a mediocre debt. It's quite a lot when you look at it in the balance sheet, but they also make quite a lot free cash flow each year to keep it in check. And they're not really buying back any shares, so that's actually an X. Let us take a look at some dividend data coming up here. The dividend yield is 2.11%, so that's a check mark, over 2%. And the S&P 500 in general is about 1.6%. The payout ratio is extremely low, only 8.44%, so they have a lot of room to grow that dividend. The growth rate is 15%, but they have only been raising the dividend for 1 year. All in all, that gives TSM a score of 8 out of 10 points. If we take a look at the valuation graph from gurufocus.com, we can actually see that it's a bit undervalued according to their metrics. So yeah, they see on historical price to sales, price to book, and price to earnings, and the future estimates of analysts. What's your thoughts on TSM, guys? Please comment below. Let us also take a look in fast graphs on the current valuation. And here we can see that it's actually performing extremely steady. The earnings is really tracking along and got boosted the last couple of years. And the stock price went up like crazy, but has actually come down now to more reasonable valuation. And now it's actually trading at its normal PE of 18. And if it's gonna keep growing like this and the analysts are right, we can actually expect a total annual rate of return of almost 19%. So that looks actually quite good for this quality company. If we compare it to Intel, just to have a comparison, we can see that Intel is not that consistent in its earnings growth, and the earnings growth here is only about 8 to 9%, and the future is a bit cloudy when it comes to Intel. They are spending a lot on their capex on building new factories and also lagging behind a bit on their technology compared to their competitors. So yeah, Intel basically has a lot to prove while TSM doesn't. Back to TSM. Here we have it, guys. Hope you liked this brief fundamental analyze, and see you next time, guys. Bye.